Hi guys, so today right now I'm gonna talk about the app I'm using for editing my photos. So let me show you this. It's called Snapseed. Let's go to this one. Here is a button that looks like a pencil, or you push that button. These are the manual options. These are filters. I often use the lens blur and the glamour glow. I often use that. However, I like to go first to tune my image. That will give you the very basic options, very basic editing, but the most important, I think. So yeah, you gotta have all the options here: brightness, contrast, saturation, ambience, highlights, shadows, warmth, and I work with that. I always play with it, so I go to here, for example, brightness. I'm gonna do a little bit darker, then go to the contrastable. Saturation, don't get crazy with that, but when we work with skies and water and trees and things like that, and nature, often nature, this is awesome to have the saturation a little bit up. So I'm gonna do this, then it's gonna look like the sky is on fire. Bright spots in the sky will be more visible if you turn the highlights down. It's good to do it in the sky again, and in landscapes. The highlights are good when you put them a little bit up on the faces, not down. Shadows, if you want the dark places to be more visible, you can it doesn't look good on the landscape as much. Ambience is pretty neat. It will make it more like HDR photos, but nah. And again, you gotta work with what do you like, not what like I do right now and just follow it and stick with it. You gotta find your own style, and if you like super contrasty and super detailed and like looking super sharp and everything, that would be just play with it, and if it's okay for you, then it's okay. So I kind of like it the way it is, so I'm gonna hit save, and now right here again, now I can go to lens blur, and like there's this tree here that it will apply a blur to your photos, to a particular place in the image. To adjust the blur, you need to do 2 fingers and again push it and spread it. Push it and spread it. You can do it different shapes. You can do it oval, you can do it circle, with 2 fingers. Oops. With 2 fingers, and then with 1 finger you can move it around. and spread it like here on the bottom. So this here inside is not gonna be in blur. All the things around are gonna be pretty blurry, and you can adjust the level of the blurriness again with your one finger tap up in the blur strength. You can pick the blur strength and right or left blur strength. Let's put it more. So I applied the blur. You can't really see much maybe here. I'm gonna show it in the video later. I'm gonna put those two pictures side by side so you can see the difference on a bigger screen. We didn't change it much, but I think this one is really pretty, so I'm gonna save it. Let's hit save. Okay, and there are several options to save it, to save the photo. You can hit the save, of course, button, save. There you go. It says save a copy, export. The save, if you hit the save, it will save your picture with all the like in Photoshop, I would say it will save the photos with all the layers that we did, all the changes that we did, available to you to adjust after you get out of the app. And I don't know, in a few days or in an hour or whatever, you will come back and say, hey, I think I want to change this photo a little bit. And you can open this particular photo and you're gonna have all the changes, all the layers, all the changes that we did. Available for you, so you can access them and say, hey, I'd like to change the lens blur a little bit. So you're gonna go to the lens blur and it's gonna be there for you to access it and adjust it again. Again, I don't want to do nothing, so I push the X. Okay, the arrow here to get out of here. So again, save. What the save is for. The save a copy, and it's gonna only be the one photo. You're not gonna have another photo next to your original photo saved. It's gonna be all the same photo. The save a copy is pretty much the same as the save. However, this one, save a copy, will add to your phone library, photos library, another picture with the changes, with all the changes accessible for you for later. So you're gonna have two pictures, the original and the changed, with the changes available for you. The export will simply add another photo to your library, but without the changes. So it's going to be changed like forever, ever, and you will not really be able to adjust any of those changes that we did before. It will all be as a one picture. So if you want to do any changes, you're going to have to work on the changes that you already did, or again do it from the start, opening the new the original photo and editing it one more time. Cancel. I will do save a copy.